What's up, everybody? It's your boy Chris C. Pupsarot bringing you another edition of the Car Concierge Show, the show that helps you with the buying, selling, maintaining, and repairing of your vehicles. Today on this glorious Sunday, we bring you our weekend review show, where we bring you some of the explorable topics that happened during the week. Of course, the most important topics to us, that being me. Starting off with sports. As we can all know, we are in the middle of the conference finals for the NBA, and it has been a great set of NBA games going on. I cannot say it's been a good conference finals for the Indiana Pacers as they go up against the Boston Celtics, whereas they should have won a couple of the games that they've already lost. Of course, I am from Indiana. Everybody knows that. Not a big Pacers fan per se, but have a lot of friends who are diehard. But we was really hoping they could pull it out yesterday. They had to lead until the very end, and the Boston Celtics showed that why they have a foothold on the NBA this season. They are expected to win it all. Everybody's expecting them to win it all. On the other hand, undoubtedly believe that, well, first off, I want to say that I'm loving the NBA season this year. I'm a big fan of parity. I'm a big fan of not knowing who's going to win the title. Big fan of new people winning their first NBA championships. And we know that this season we're going to experience a situation where somebody new is going to win their championship, and that's going to be awesome. Also a diehard Kyrie Irving fan, so I do hope that he gets another chip under his belt. But the main excitement that I've been getting from this NBA Finals has been coming from one Luka Doncic. He has been showing out this NBA postseason, really showing people that he is one to be reckoned with, why he's one of the top performers out in the NBA. So I really honestly, I just want to take this opportunity to show what he did to Rudy Gobert in Game 2 of the Western Conference Finals. Rudy Gobert has had his ups and downs in the NBA, so I'm not going to say anything bad about the man, but how he got cooked by Luka Doncic was pretty awesome, and the way he was talking junk afterwards. And I also want to say, because if you watch the game like I did, you've seen interactions between Rudy Gobert and Luka Doncic before. You saw him take this cheap shot and hit him in the stomach earlier in the game. There's all kinds of footage of them going at it back and forth, and of course it's not unusual because Rudy Gobert is in so many words the Wolves enforcer. So, and of course Luka Doncic in so many words is the Dallas Mavericks main scorer, main aggressor. So you would expect that the enforcer would interact with the main scorer to get him off the game and things of that such. So we can say Rudy Gobert is doing his job, but Luka Doncic is just doing some things a lot better. So, real quickly, we're going to check out, this just little sequence. It was an awesome sequence. Everybody's seen it. I know they did, but I loved it. And it just, you gotta love trash talk. You gotta love great players who trash talk. Last shots. It's just awesome stuff. So, real quick, gonna check this out, and I'm gonna watch him cook his ass.
There's the ball, down by 2. There's the switch. Gobert is out there. Doncic maneuvers for the lead. Got it! Got it! What a shot!
Look at him talking
Dallas
shit.
has taken the lead. Just what Reggie Miller said. Go for the win. Time, and it's only a 1-point lead here. But that's just Rudy Gobert in an impossible situation. I don't totally understand. I know they wanted to switch back with McDaniel, but Lively did a great job getting out of there.
But, Coach, look at this. He had him on skates from the beginning.
No,
My goodness.
I agree.
Dancing with the stars, whatever you want to call it. Rudy Gobert had zero chance in contesting this shot here by Luka.
I don't understand, though, if you're going to switch all the pick and rolls, why have...
The rise of a star, my friends. Definitely the rise of a superstar. Luka Doncic has been just showing out this year. And we can expect an awesome finals if we do receive a finals from Dallas Mavericks and the Boston Celtics. Because, let's face it, the Pacers are, down 3-0. They're not coming back. It's highly unlikely that they're going to come back. Dallas Mavericks, what are they? They are 2-0. They have a game here in a couple hours for Game 3. So we can hope that Ant-Man and the Wolves win this game. So give us a couple more games to watch. We don't want a sweep, as it looks like it's going to happen to the Pacers, but. Either way, it's been a really exciting NBA Conference Finals this year. We can look for a really exciting NBA Finals. And we're going to have definitely some new NBA champions this year. So that's going to be an awesome thing. All right, my friends. So, next subject, we're going to get into the automotive for a little bit. And, of course, sadly, we're still talking about layoffs. And we're talking about layoffs as it applies to EV companies. Specifically around this time, we're talking about Lucid. Lucid's another electric vehicle company that's been out fairly decent amount of time. Much like Tesla and Rivian, it's putting out a very good product. But, of course, sales have been down. People have not had the money to buy new vehicles, let alone buy new EV vehicles that they don't know or understand, how to take care of. So sales have been slow. So real quickly, we're going to dive into their situation. And Lucid to cut 400 jobs and latest sign of stress for EV market. The reductions amount to about 6% of the automaker's workforce. And this is from May 24th, 2 days ago. Lucid Group Inc. will eliminate about 400 jobs in the coming months. The latest move by an electric vehicle maker to cut costs in a dramatically slowing market for plug-in cars. The reductions, which amount to about 6% of the automaker's workforce, will be complete by the end of the third quarter, according to a regulatory filing Friday. Lucid expects to incur charges of $21 million to $25 million from the restructuring plan, the bulk recognized in the current quarter. The layoffs underscore the challenges for EV makers to scale production while adapting to an environment of waning customer demand for battery-powered vehicles. EV maker Tesla Inc. announced last month it would cut at least 10% of its workforce, while Rivian Automotive Inc. has had multiple instances of layoffs this year. The layoffs will impact employees at all levels, including leadership and middle-level management, CEO Peter Rawson told employees in an email, but said the cuts would not impact the hourly manufacturing and logistics workforce. The company had a total of around 6,500 full-time employees globally as of December last year, its latest annual filing showed. The Lucid cuts come several weeks after the company revealed a wider than expected loss to start the year. Lucid is still a small player in the auto world, delivering only about 2,000 cars last quarter, but the company, targeting the upper end of the market with its Lucid Air sedan, is one of the few pure EV makers consistently delivering vehicles. It also has steady backing from its largest investor, an affiliate of Saudi Arabia's Public Investment Fund, that's a good investment fund, which recently gave Lucid a $1 billion cash injection. Lucid shares rose 1.5% as of 7:45 a.m. Friday before regularly trading in New York. The stock tumbled 35% this year through Thursday's close, giving a market value of about $6.3 billion. All right. So, what can we say, guys? What can we say? The automotive industry is taking mad shots, and even in this newest industry of electric vehicles, which, you know, to some degree is going to be pushed on to the American people in the coming years, is just not going as well. People are not jumping on them because they don't understand them. They don't understand how the concept is, and people don't like change. Let's face it. People do not like change. You give a person a gas car, you put gas in it, put it in drive, it drives. It's going to be there is a segment of the world that is going to find it extremely, extremely hard to move over to EV vehicles. Not only that, with the way the inflation is going, you know, do people even have the ability to buy new cars, to spend the money on an EV car, to spend the money on a system that they can charge their cars at home? Because if you buy an EV car and you don't have a charger at home, that's gonna suck. And then, of course, you know, not as many people are doing long trips, but if you do long trips, do you really want to take an EV car right now with the inconsistency of charging stations and all of that? So we can really expect that the EV market is going to be a slow-paced rise. We've seen, you know, layoffs with all EV companies that we speak of: Tesla, Rivian, Lucid. You know, the problems that BYD is having. It's going to be a slow rise, and it's because of the people. People don't like change. It's a fact, you know. And inflation is killing us. People can't afford new change. People can't afford change. People are sticking with the cars they have. I don't plan to buy another new vehicle until I move my company. You know, I'm just going to stick with what I got. Why create another bill? So, all right, guys, that is our automotive section of the Car Concierge show. So, last but not least, we're going to touch on a subject that's pretty deep. So it's going to take us a minute, but it's pretty deep, so I want to go into it. Nicki Minaj, one of my favorite rap artists, entertainers, she was detained in Amsterdam for a marijuana cigarette, something like that, marijuana cigarette. And truthfully, it's not really about Nicki, but we're going to check that out first, and we're going to dive a little bit deeper after we check her out, okay?
A source with the Dutch National Police has confirmed to ABC News that Nicki Minaj was arrested in Amsterdam Saturday afternoon. Minaj live streaming a 4.5-minute video of the incident on Instagram Live.
I'm not carrying drugs.
Okay, but it's not a question here. I think it's.
I'm not
smart to
carrying
go
drugs.
inside.
Number one, when I came here,
Yeah.
the
Okay,
back.
you can go inside.
No, I'm not going in there. I need a lawyer present.
The 41-year-old rapper was stopped outside the airport as she was preparing to fly to Manchester, England for the next concert of her Pink Friday 2 tour. Authorities say marijuana pre-rolls were allegedly found in her luggage.
So I'm under arrest.
Yes.
But
Yes.
under arrest for what?
Okay. Stop filming now.
I'm under arrest for what? Do you
Stop
know what
filming
happened
now.
when I came
You
here?
have to go inside.
Huh? What you said?
Can you please stop filming? It's just step in the car for us.
No, I need a lawyer.
She eventually got into the vehicle and expressed concern about making her upcoming show. An official is heard telling her he would try to get her there as soon as possible. Minaj posting on both Instagram and X about the encounter, claiming it was an attempt to sabotage the remainder of her tour. The Manchester show has been postponed, according to Live Nation.
I thought, didn't Live Nation just, aren't they in some kind of lawsuit? But that's a whole nother subject. So, Nicki Minaj, stopped, detained, arrested, but released over in Amsterdam for some pre-rolled marijuana cigarettes, okay? And for me, it's a bigger problem. And the only bring up the whole Nicki Minaj situation because I saw an article about a young lady from Orlando who is facing almost 12 years over in Turks and Caicos for a couple of bullets that were found in her luggage. And I was doing a little investigation, and it's a little bit more than that. I found out it was a lot more than that. A lot more than that. So we're going to check out this article that CBS Morning News did. Now, mind you, want to talk about how they don't touch on some things on this, but let's check this out too. Hold on.
Of yet another American tourist in the Turks and Caicos after ammunition was found in her luggage. This time, it's a woman from Florida. And like the 4 other people arrested in recent months, she could face years in prison. Chris Van Cleve's got this story. You've been following this for us, Chris. Good morning.
Good morning. The State Department says it's aware of the arrest of 45-year-old Sharita Sinise Greer. She was charged Tuesday and is expected in a Turks and Caicos court today after airport security there allegedly found 2 rounds of ammunition in her luggage as she was about to board a flight to Florida. The Orlando woman is the 5th American to be arrested in Turks and Caicos in recent months. 4 of the detained Americans say they mistakenly brought ammo in their luggage on vacation. Greer is at last report still behind bars and yet to comment. I spoke with Brian Hagrick yesterday. He is awaiting sentencing later this month. The father of 2 young children has been remanded to the island since February after ammo was found in his checked bag as he was heading home to Pennsylvania. Each of the U.S. tourists face a potential 12-year minimum sentence for possessing ammunition. The NRA sent an alert to its members warning against travel to the country. Possessing either a gun or ammo is prohibited on the island, but tourists were previously often able to pay a fine. That changed in February when a court order required even those found with extraordinary circumstances to face mandatory prison time.
I think this is so ridiculous, honestly. I mean, you're blowing up families, taking parents away over a couple ammo and luggage that they didn't even know was there. I get it if it looks like it's a crime in progress, but
you got to follow the law.
You have to. You absolutely do. But, I mean, the fact you could pay a fine as recently as February.
Right.
Come on.
I get what you're saying.
I mean, the question here is you have a law that people don't know they're violating. So does the punishment fit the crime? And that's a question that's actually now being weighed by the judiciary in the Turks and Caicos because of all of this controversy surrounding these Americans. Should there be something other than potential mandatory months, years in a Turks prison?
I mean, when you're talking about a 12-year minimum sentence, that is a long time.
Scary.
That's a heavy sentence. But the other thing that's really interesting here is how are these guys getting out of the U.S. with ammo? Why isn't TSA?
Right.
So, you know, that depends. If you have ammo in your checked bag, TSA...
No. Okay. I'm going to have to stop you right there. Yes. Why? How are they getting over... This is such a big problem for me. How are they getting there? You know, they check your bags before you leave. It's ran through a scanner. You know, I know my black butt. If I had bullets in my junk, I ain't going nowhere. I'm not leaving this country. And the TSA is even more stricter when you're going overseas. So that's beside the point. That's why, for me, I can't. I feel like, and I hate to do that. I don't do it, and because, you know, I just can't prove anything. But I think that these people are being set up. There's no 2 bullets, 12 years, and it was a fine in February. That means that a couple of months ago, this same charge that these people, these 5 Americans, these are white dudes, and now they got a black girl. And I hate the fact that I'm just not turning on because I heard the story about the young black woman, but this is it. 5 other men, 12 years guaranteed minimum sentence. Nobody see a problem with this. Nobody thinks that somebody's been slipping these bullets in these people's luggage. I mean, are they saying that these men admitted that they had bullets in their luggage? Who flies with bullets in their luggage? Who puts bullets in their luggage? I used to be a former criminal. I don't put nothing in my luggage. Did anybody learn from Jules Santana? How many people we've seen get in so much trouble because they had guns or bullets or ammo of any type in their luggage? They were going to Turks and Caicos for vacation, obviously. Why would you need bullets if you ain't got no gun? It just don't make sense to me. Let's finish it off.
Isn't going to flag that. You can have ammo in your checked bag. The question then becomes for the folks that that say they had it in their carry-on bag.
Right.
How is that happening? And the TSA has acknowledged in at least one case, Ryan Watson, that they missed 4 rounds of hunting ammo. We're going to talk to the TSA administrator later today.
I'm sure in the Turks and Caicos they think we're crazy. People flying around with bullets. What's going on here?
What's happening in the United States?
Yeah, not wrong. They're not wrong. They're not crazy here.
Chris, thank you very much.
And that's what I'm saying, guys. It just don't smell right. It don't look right. Nothing about this story is right. Now, problem for me is that they brought it to light because of the young black woman that the story is happening to, but they didn't stay on her. They didn't even show her picture in the CBS news feed. So we're gonna check out her story. Article. The other one wasn't working out too well. All right, let's check this out real quick.
Well, for the first time, a Florida woman is speaking about what happened after airport authorities in Turks and Caicos arrested her for having ammo in her luggage. Sharita Greer was visiting the islands on a Mother's Day trip. As she was leaving, 2 bullets were found in her luggage. Greer says she's a gun owner and she has one for protection, but she says she locks it away in the duffel bag she uses on her trip. Greer says it was just an honest mistake. She's due back in court in July.
I got stopped. My bag got flagged, so I'm stopping. They taking everything out, and she was like, "Oh, you can't have this tall ball of lotion and this body spray." I said, "Okay," and she tossed it in the trash. We went on about our business.
A Pennsylvania man was sentenced to a suspended 52-week sentence. He's been allowed to return home. He just got back to the U.S. There are 4 other Americans here. They're all released on bail, and they still are awaiting their fate, though.
All right, I mean, okay. It looked like most of these people are admitting to the bullets being in their possession. I don't know. It still sounds super fishy to me, but, let's hope for the best for Miss Griner and everybody else. For me, it's just too coincidental. Way too coincidental that all of these people, specifically after... in February, this situation would be a fine for them. Now they're facing up to 12 years. That sounds extremely excessive. It sounds extremely gouging of a situation. 12 years of financial burden or financial gain from them being prisoners of Turks and Caicos. All the money that will be spent for attorney fees and their families sending money over to assist them. It's, for me, it seems like a super duper money grab for the island of Turks and Caicos. But, if the people are openly admitting that they're bullets, and of course we can understand that these are mistakes. People are gun owners and travel bags with, that doesn't make sense to me. I'm sorry. That you just got bullets in your travel bags. Man, I got lots of... Doesn't make sense to me. I don't understand. I don't understand how these people getting caught with bullets. I don't understand how these people have bullets in their luggage. I don't understand how they're getting over to Turks and Caicos with nobody noticing that they have bullets on their person. It just doesn't make sense to me. So, I digress. Game about to start, so let's get up out of here. All right, my friends, thank you for tuning into another edition of the Car Concierge Show every Wednesday and Sunday. I'm going to start doing more shows, more commercials, everything. Going to open up the live real estate show again. Just a lot of things are coming in new. We got the new camera, so that's awesome. Hope you guys noticed that. And this is your boy Chris C. Pup Surratt. I love you all. Have a good Sunday. It's Memorial Day weekend. Enjoy yourselves. Barbecue. Get out and about. And have a good day. Peace.